Sydney Sweeney, the captivating actress known for her roles in high-profile series like Euphoria and The White Lotus, found herself at the center of a whirlwind of controversy during the high-stakes atmosphere of the World Series. As the Los Angeles Dodgers prepared to face off against the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 4, Fox Sports decided to elevate the pregame excitement with a special introduction narrated by Sweeney herself. What was intended as a glamorous, cinematic flourish to set the tone for the evening's baseball spectacle instead divided fans, sparking a firestorm of reactions across social media platforms. Dressed in a striking red mini dress that hugged her figure and paired with matching pumps, Sweeney embodied Hollywood allure against the backdrop of America's pastime. Her voice, smooth and evocative, delivered a poetic monologue that romanticized the raw essence of competition, drawing parallels between the unpolished grit of winning and the imperfections that make victory truly authentic. Why not roll out the red carpet and place their names exactly where they belong? High above the streets in shining lights, Sweeney began, her words painting a vivid picture of stardom intertwined with athletic triumph. As clips of the teams flashed on screen, sweaty players charging bases, crowds roaring in unison, she continued, real winning isn't polished. It's bruised, it's messy, it's imperfect, it's everything you can't fake. It's earned, it's beautiful all on its own. The narration built to a crescendo, urging viewers to embrace the chaos of the game without the gloss of fabrication. Let's just save the Hollywood for the ending, she concluded with a knowing wink to the camera. Welcome to Game 4 of the World Series on Fox. It was a bold choice by the network, blending celebrity glamour with sports fervor, but one that quickly unraveled into a debate about relevance, tone, and celebrity intrusion into sacred fan spaces. Sweeney's appearance wasn't merely a voiceover, she was physically present at the game, mingling with friends and capturing the moment on her Instagram. Among her companions was Christy Martin, the real-life boxing legend whom Sweeney portrays in the upcoming biopic Christy. The photos she shared captured the electric energy of the stadium, Sweeney beaming in her red ensemble, the sea of cheering fans behind her, and the palpable anticipation hanging in the air like a fastball mid-pitch. For many, this personal stake in the event added authenticity to her narration, a celebrity genuinely invested in the outcome rather than a detached endorser. Yet, for a vocal contingent of viewers, her involvement felt like an unwelcome Hollywood hijacking of a pure sports ritual. The backlash erupted almost immediately on social media, with fans venting their frustrations in a barrage of posts that questioned the very decision to feature her. One particularly pointed query cut through the noise: why is Sydney Sweeney narrating the World Series Game 4 intro? It encapsulated the bewilderment felt by traditionalists who view pre-game segments as extensions of the game's integrity, not a runway for starlets. Another user amplified the sentiment with a sharper edge. Sydney Sweeney ad for the World Series? Who invited you? The implication was clear. Sweeney's star power, while undeniable, seemed mismatched to the blue-collar ethos of baseball, where legends like Babe Ruth and Jackie Robinson loom larger than any red carpet fixture. A third critic took it further, decrying the delivery itself. YTF is Sydney Sweeney doing the World Series intro? That was a creepy-ass tone of voice too. The word creepy lingered, suggesting that her sultry, almost seductive inflection clashed with the straightforward hype fans expect from announcers like Joe Buck or Alex Rodriguez. As the game tipped off, the criticism snowballed. Sydney Sweeney monologued to open up Game 4 of the World Series in Los Angeles. That's certainly a choice, one observer snarked, the sarcasm dripping like a poorly thrown curveball. This wasn't just about her presence. It tapped into broader tensions around how sports broadcasting has evolved. In an era where networks chase viral moments and crossover appeal, featuring a young actress in a form-fitting dress to romanticize, a slugfest felt to some like pandering to demographics over dedication. Detractors argued that the intro prioritized aesthetics over athletics, turning a moment of national unity into a promotional stunt for Sweeney's burgeoning film career. The biopic Christy, after all, positions her as a multifaceted talent bridging entertainment and real-world heroism, but skeptics wondered if this was less about synergy and more about leveraging her 20 million-plus Instagram followers for ratings boosts. Yet, amid the fury, a robust defense emerged, turning the controversy into a polarized spectacle that only amplified the buzz. Fans who championed Sweeney saw her involvement as a refreshing injection of energy into a format often criticized for being stale. Did Sydney Sweeney break the internet yet? One enthusiastic supporter posted, followed by a string of fire emojis that conveyed unbridled excitement. What a World Series introduction, fire, 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 they added, positioning her narration as a highlight reel unto itself. Another went bolder: Sydney Sweeney is the best part of this World Series, honestly. This wasn't hyperbole for her admirers. In a postseason already rife with dramatic home runs and controversial calls, Sweeney's poised delivery offered a narrative thread that humanized the player's struggles, bruised knees, messy errors, imperfect swings, all while exuding an effortless charisma. The praise kept rolling in, with one fan declaring, "Sydney Sweeney introducing Game 4 of the World Series might be the highlight of my year." It spoke to her ability to transcend mediums, making even a sports broadcast feel like a scene from one of her HBO projects. Sydney Sweeney hype video for the World Series is probably the best thing ever, another agreed, crediting Fox for innovative production values. The network's gamble paid off in engagement metrics, as hashtags like #SweeneyWorldSeries trended alongside game recaps. A fifth defender quipped, "Sydney Sweeney? Give Fox all the Emmys for their World Series production." This tongue-in-cheek nod elevated the intro from mere fluff to Emmy-worthy artistry, suggesting that blending pop culture with sports could redefine fan experiences. Even a sixth commenter marveled, "Just when you thought this World Series couldn't get any better, we get a Sydney Sweeney hype video to intro Game 4. For these voices, her participation was the cherry on top of an already thrilling series, proving that baseball's appeal lies in its adaptability.